So, with 1 week left, Scary Farm is starting to pop up everywhere. But what exactly has shown up? What's new? What's old? What's favorite? Let's travel back in time and find out.
I have to tell you about the future!
Finally starting to clear all the junk pile that they had piled up along the widow maze here to make room for the queues that they're setting up. I don't know if this is the exit or the entrance or what. I assume that the entrance and the exit are both on the same side over there around the corner. But this, maybe they just don't want it to look like an old storage unit. And once again, I really can't stress enough that if you do get here with a stroller or a wagon or something that needs to go through the security checkpoint, you gotta be patient. It's not the most efficient process getting through. The rest of the entry process to the park is a dream. It's usually super easy and really quick, but as far as going through the security checkpoint here, like with the bag check and everything, it's just slow as molasses, and I don't think they're gonna do anything to improve it anytime soon. So just be aware of that and be ready. If these lines are long,
there's a reason for that.
Can't you just use this recent photo?
front entrance looks like it's pretty close to being done with the decorations. Hopefully those candles up on the top of the box offices light up at night. The signage on the front entrance up. Hopefully, I'm hoping they bring back that big spider that they used to have out here years ago, since it would be really fitting for this year's event. I don't know, it's still breakfast time, but Tater Tot's place was open, and I can never pass up a good opportunity for some delicious taters.
Potatoes.
Gold Trails Hotel is open again. They got their little Scary Farm merch in there. So you can now get this merch probably all around the park. Calico's looking ghostlier and ghostlier of a town now that we're getting close to Scary Farm. All the little details, pumpkins all over the place, big old bugs, and all the way down to the finest minute details like
Sarah Marshall hanging out in her cabin.
This is why I can't bring my wife with me to these things, because I turn around for 2 seconds and she disappears on me. Soon we'll be seeing these graves emptied, and the dead are gonna be walking the streets of Calico. What the? Found a chickens! Found a skeleton chickens! And over at the site of the late great Origins maze, it's like the Gallows are set up and ready for a hanging out here. Ready to find that old witch Sarah Marshall. See if she's up to her old bag of tricks and give her the hanging she's been asking for 51 years now. Still not much else in this old interactive spider spot from last year, but I'm assuming that maybe this week they add the rest of it, and because they got power out here, so obviously they're gonna need power for something, for the lights and the sounds and stuff. So this week I'm assuming they'll have the spiders on these bales of hay and on this box, and it'll be ready to go by Thursday. And it is Friday, so the crowd's gonna be a little bit bigger than usual on weekdays. That being said, Pony Express says 15 minutes on the sign. They are running both trains, so that could be true. The line's about halfway down the little ramp now, so not bad. Or you could follow us on TikTok and Instagram and just use these fast passes if you're the first to find them. It's also still pretty warm out today, warm enough for a nice little run down the river rapids if you feel so up for it. Just trying to get wet. And I know through most of the year, this is kind of the part of the park that stays a little dormant, a little bare, but come Scary Farm, this area really comes to life, and that's when this land starts to shine, when it becomes
The goring 20s as opposed to the boring 20s.
and we're only just a few days away.
I'm so excited.
Oh, what a difference just a couple of days makes. I'm gone for a week, and the Charleston Circle is heavily decorated. They got the stage ready for the Carnival du Grotesque, and the Calico Mine Train is now the Calico Candy Mine Ride. Let's go see.
What's inside those mines?
But with those improvements, we gotta take some L's. And this is the week that the log ride is renovating into their Halloween hootenanny. So it's gonna be closed probably until the weekend. But that's all right, because this Halloween makeover is well worth it. It's okay, guys, I found her. She was a panda. She thought she could sneak away, but we found her.
Dead meat.
All right, we got our cargo. Let's go load up. Harley.
Let's go see what's going on inside the caves.
Oh man, there's a plethora of different candies we can find and pick in there to our liking. They're dropping spiders from the ceiling. Super creepy. Oh man, we just got here. There's already so much candy here. Oh, maybe they have some sort of projection on this later on. Big old pumpkins. They found him in the mines. Hit the mother lode. It's everlasting. Even the bats are getting down on the sweetness. They got the sound going, but they don't have the projector up yet, so we don't get to see the pink fairy yet. But we can hear her, so we know she's here somewhere. That's the glorious of holes. Harley, you find all the candy? Woo! Candy explosion! That lied totally. As we were in the candy mines, they decided they were going to open the log right up. So come get that hootenanny on.
Why must you turn my office into a house of lies?
Of course, this line isn't much of a friendly environment, but if you're willing to stand in it.
Come get your hootenanny on.
You said that already!
You know, these signs for Carnival seem inviting.
Maybe we'll go see what that's all about.
But I'm gonna go with my instinct on this one.
Saddle up, partner.
Well, I got Snoopy running away, so I don't know what that means. Boardwalk is a little lively today, even though it's not devastatingly hot, but it's still warm out because the sun's out and there's not a lot of shade back here. But that's not stopping people from coming back here and checking out all these new things that are advertising Carnival and just getting us that much more hyped. This place is easily one of the most popular scare zones in the whole park during Scary Farm, in any park around the country. It gets a lot of like viral videos on TikTok and stuff with some of the character interactions and things, whether they're good or bad. But it looks like they go all out every year, and this year is no exception. So we are very much looking forward to it in just a few
Few days now.
Some of these slimy bandits are always up to no good sneaking on the back of these trains. Very suspicious.
Big whoop. Wanna fight about it?
Stroller parking. Nah, we'll just kind of, it's the Wild West. We do what we want out here. Well, this whole area seems forsaken. We should do it anyway, though.
Are you kidding me?
Looks like it's Rets to go. In just a few days, this is gonna be covered in fog and sloppy ghouls from the depths
Of hell.
But curious, what does Fiesta Village look like at this time of year? Well, I mean, it's not a party.
What?
They've got their display up for Dia de los Muertos here. At nighttime, this gets real lit up and it's really pretty. And it's a
Today, Junior?
It's a cool little spot to kind of come and chill for a little bit. Real quick, nothing new with Montezuma. Still under tarp, still a complete secret.
To be determined.
Into Camp Snoopy, or some would call it Camp Gauntlet.
I have never heard someone say so many wrong things, one after the other, consecutively in a row.
Well, this area of the park is not without a shortage of people. There's plenty of kids that are either just not in school today or skipping school or having a good time, nonetheless. Enjoying the festivities, the pre-festivities that Camp Snoopy has to offer. It looks like somebody's about to get locked up this year.
Maybe more than once.
And they finally got all their Halloween decor here in the little river waterfall area. This is always some of my favorite stuff to look at night when it's lit up. They do such a good job of decorating this part of the park every year. Never fails. Always 5 out of 5. Oh man, all these pumpkins and gourds down here, Chuck. And you still catch a rock? That's still less miraculous than Snoopy managing to catch a fish in all this, though. And they're getting ready for all of the Spooky Farm festivities here, so that's what that stage is going to be used for this year. Is some of the Spooky Farm activities. So at least it's going to be getting use. Tell you what, these horses are getting more and more high-tech as the days go by. So what did we learn here today? KNOTT is pretty much ready for the spooky season. We are pretty much ready for the spooky season too, seeing as to where we already kind of kicked ours off. The only thing left to do is go to KNOTT Scary Farm. But for now, time to play parents again, go get Jackson, and get ready for a night on the open waters with some vampirates. So, until we see you again up on the mountain, in the studios, or here at the farm, we'll catch y'all on that flippity flop.